Magadi Road, Kajiado County in Rift Valley. There are sections of the road you must drive carefully due to the presence of wildlife like these antelopes. However, these antelopes could soon lose their habitat, and this is why. This is a common scene on many roads in Kajiado County. Charcoal transportation, some transporting up to 8 bags at a go. Along the road, we find these acacia trees that have already been cut down for charcoal burning.
This shows clearly that this tree is very old. It's not just, it has not been here for a few years, it's many years. But unfortunately, it is going to be turned into charcoal in the next few days when the people are cutting them down, puts them into a kiln. This has been going on here for some time now.
Our guide, who sought anonymity due to the risks involved in this business, warned us not to reveal cameras here, as that could attract an instant beating or even death. We managed to capture this man cutting down more acacia trees here. Deeper into the forest, we find these men also cutting trees, but our presence distracts them.
Yeah.
Yusuf Adan, a biodiversity research and innovation manager at WWF Kenya, says that charcoal burning in Kajiado County is threatening a variety of living species that exist in the area.
Kajiado County is known for high diversity of wildlife species, and especially the browsers, we call them, the animals that depend on the leaves from the trees to be able to survive. So these browsers include giraffe. We have species like gerenooks and a number of others. Now the challenge is that as people harvest charcoal out of the habitats which are good for these browsers, they reduce the amount of food or forage available for these species.
Kajiado County is home to Amboseli National Park, which is a key wildlife sanctuary. With environment degradation going on unabated, it could end up having an adverse impact on the ecosystem.
Some of these species migrate to other areas, and therefore the area which is attracting tourism because of these species would then drop in terms of tourism numbers, and therefore lose the revenue that comes from tourism. But also these wildlife species then move to other areas where they never used to occur before. Some of these species sometimes even cause human-wildlife conflict.
Is there a sustainable way of charcoal production without degrading the natural forest? To answer this, we moved to Kisaju area in the outskirts of Kajiado town, where we found Teddy Kinyanjui and his team preparing to make charcoal. The process involves pruning of tree branches, which are cut into small pieces and later put in this manufactured aluminium kiln. Cutting tree branches leaves the tree intact. After putting the branches on fire, they are covered and left to burn for 12 hours. After 12 hours, you have your charcoal.
Wewe pahali uko, hata kama uko nyumbani, ukiprune hiyo miti, uchome hiyo makaa ya jiko, hata mwenye anakuletea makaa kutoka kwa kichaka hauwezi nunua kwake. Kwa hivyo hata wewe uko kwa mpango wa kupigana na kuharibu vichaka.
This technology does not give you charcoal only. The smoke tapped in this chimney produces vinegar, which is later used in spraying crops.
Dogo tu hapo, like 1 to 50, and then tutaenda kupiga spray. So uzuri ya kutumia wood vinegar kwa shamba yako kushindwa kununua hizo madawa hii ya Agrovat. Unajua saa zingine saa hii tena shida ya counterfeits ni shida kubwa sana. Labda hii dawa unanunua huko imezeeka, sijui nini. Ile wewe umetengeneza wewe mwenyewe kutoka kwa shamba yako, wewe unajua ni nini imeingia ndani. Unajua ni miti fulani ama ni kitu gani imetengenezea hiyo maji ya moshi.
The other byproduct from this process, unlike traditional way of making charcoal, is tar.
inaitwa Stockholm tar. So sasa hii lami iko na utumishi mingi sana. Kwanza unaweza weka kwa mguu ya mifugo kama punda ama ng'ombe. Sana sana inatumika kwa farasi wakati mguu iko na vidonda. Sasa unajipakia hii, inasaidia.
The charcoal dust is used to cover seeds.
Sasa hizi zinaitwa seed balls. So hii seed ball ni fumbi ya makaa, na unaona katikati yake kuna begu ya miti. So sasa begu ya miti ukiweka tu hivi inaweza kuliwa na panya ama na ndege. Lakini ukifungwa kwa hii, sasa uende utupe, italala huko hata kama ni mwezi 10, igojea mvua ikikuja, sasa hiyo fumbi itatoka. Miti itaweza kumea.
It is one of the technologies that is being used to plant trees. The seeds are scattered by use of catapult into the targeted areas of planting. We tested the quality of the charcoal made from pruned branches by roasting meat and pumpkins, and the results were amazing. Chief Conservator of Forests Julius Kamau, however, says the government is putting up measures to empower the local communities in a bid to conserve environment.
We are engaging with many partners, including WWF, and supporting as a project within the Kilimanjaro East project. And this project is supporting the communities, supporting them with big beehives through the Kenya Forest Service. And this is purely to ensure that the community's livelihood is improved and their dependency into the forest resources is managed.
This is one way that locals and others can embrace charcoal production to save the forest from degradation. Dan Kaburu, K24, the voice of nature in Kajiado County.